I'm out here in my Gordon Gartrell. I must be crazy. I bought this soldering iron, and I have these pots that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I think I'm going to use these pots to put some of my flowers in that I'm starting. So I'm just going to put a few holes in the bottom for drainage. So put this down. This thing stinks. I can't stand the smell. It's soldering iron. Make sure that's secure because I don't need it to fall on anything and burn a hole in one of my chairs out here. These planters already have like mock holes, you know, where you can just kind of punch them through. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just gonna use this soldering iron to put the holes in them. You can't come out with, Lord have mercy, this cat. Come on, cat, hurry up. Miko Briggs. We out here and so are the flies, child, and he trying to let every one of them in the house. So yeah, it already has these little, I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going to use the soldering iron to make the hole. Get away from here. Yeah, it just makes it much cleaner, much easier. I'll do it. I will just add maybe a couple more to the bottom. I just want to make sure that it's well drained. One down, two to go. And now y'all cat nephew just begged to come out here. Now he begging to go back in. I'm telling you, that's why I can't be fooling with that cat. Cannot be fooling with this cat. Meow. Hold on, stuff. Phew, this thing stinks. Hold on, y'all. Let me let this cat in. So I had gotten these too. I got these from the Dollar Tree as well. They've been outside, so they got a little pollen in them. So I'm going to put some holes in these too. I think I'm going to put some flowers in these as well. I was hoping when I came out here for my first video of the season that I would have my new glasses on. I just got some new eyewear. But I went to pick them up on Tuesday, and I put them on, and they just didn't work. I was like, I can't see nothing. And the lady was like, well, just wear them for a couple of weeks. And if they're still not working for you, you know, just bring them back. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to adjust. And I know that, and I'm not new to glasses. I wore those glasses on Wednesday while I was trying to work, and I had the absolute worst headache. I was doing this like all day long. I was doing this like I'm trying to find the sweet spot in the glasses, and I just couldn't do it. My head was hurting so bad by the time I finished work. Oh, and I noticed that when I went and got fitted for the glasses, the technician did not take any measurements, right? I'm used to people taking measurements. They want to get your pupillary distance and stuff like that. But she didn't do that. And so I said, you're not going to take any measurements? And she said, no, he already has them. I was like, he already has them. I said, okay, well, maybe because these are Ray-Bans and my new frames are Ray-Bans. I was like, okay, maybe they're the same size. The frame is the same size. The lenses are the same size, and they're just going to go with that. It sounded pretty logical to me. But then when I picked up my glasses and I immediately knew something wasn't right, I was like, I can't do this. So, but before I took them back yesterday, I looked at those lenses and those frames against these, and that the frame is wider, but the lens itself is smaller. So when I took them back yesterday, and the lady was asking like, well, what's wrong? Like, what do you mean you can't see in them? And I just told her, I said, no matter where I look in these glasses, the distance doesn't work, the computer doesn't work, the reading part doesn't work. I said, and I just thought it was a little strange that when I came and picked out the glasses after my eye exam, the lady didn't do any measurements. She was like, yeah, I felt the same way, ma'am. So she took the glasses to the back. She took these glasses. She pulled up all of my previous prescriptions, and she compared them. And of course, my prescription had changed because my vision is changing. But then she did the measurement. It's a big bee out here. Look, see, this is why I can't do the outside of these. Child, I gotta have this gazebo closed in because these bees are trying to take over, and I'm about to let them have the whole house and the garden, and they can especially have that cat. Lord, child. But anyway, so she had me put the new glasses on, and she was like, look right here at the top of my frame, and then she did the measurements and everything. And she was just as shocked and appalled as I was, because it was way off. Way off. But anyway, I left that trash there with them, and she is going to rework them, and hopefully when I get them back, they will be on the money. Because I can't be trying to work and looking all around, trying to find the sweet spot of my glasses. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No, and someone's getting this sticker off this planter. It's ridiculous. This has a spot for 2, but I think this planter probably needs more than 2 holes. More than 2 holes. So I'm going to put more than 2 holes in here. Is that alright? That's alright, baby. That's just fine. Love Jones. Y'all remember that? Anywho. So yeah, I started some calendula. How you say it? Calendula. And nasturtiums, some zinnias. And so I am going to get ready to transplant those things outside. Some of the stuff I'm going to actually put in the ground. Some of it I'm going to put in some pots. Alright, we got holes. I hope y'all can hear me. I got the I got a fan up here in the gazebo, and I got this fan on because it's hot out here. It is hot out here, honey. So I don't know that I'm going to actually pot these up today, but again, I'm doing prep work. I'm getting ready to get ready. I'm getting ready to get ready. And I was telling y'all that I wasn't quite certain if those are cabbage in those 4 grow bags that I showed y'all. Those are definitely cabbage in those 4 grow bags. I'm not quite certain what's in those 4 plants that I have in those 2 10-gallon grow bags. Those are the ones I'm really not certain about. I think they are collards, not 100%, but I thought that when I was starting my seed that I had started some collards. I feel pretty certain that I had, but like I said, I had some stuff in some cups, right? I had it in cups, and I had the outside cup with the label on it. So I brought some of the stuff outside to start like hardening things off, and so I took them out of the outside cup and put them in the trays that I had. And so when I took them out of the outside cup that had the labels, now I got all these cups that have labels, and I don't know what was what. I didn't know if it was cabbage or collards. So I just kind of put it all out here. But I feel pretty certain that I started some collards. I'm not sure, but I do believe that I am going to try to just sow some in the grow bags or in the pots that I have from seed, just to see. It's still pretty early, so hopefully I can get a harvest from that. So I wish I knew for certain, but I mean, we turn this thing off because this thing stinks. Alright, so that is today's update on the work in the garden. And so I will be back maybe later next week with a new update, especially when the weather starts to break and I can start getting some stuff out in the garden. I'll come back with an update from there, and until then, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.